Hi, how you doing today? Welcome to Dwayne's Guitar Lessons. I'm instructor Dwayne Jenkins. And today's short video we're going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit about maintaining your guitar. I always have people ask me things about how to maintain their guitar, you know, what to do with their fretboard, stuff like that to keep it moist and stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to just do a quick little lesson on a little bit of preventive maintenance on your guitar, okay? So let's take a look.
Audio Jungle.
Okay, so what we're working on here is I'm working on one of my students' guitar. He bought this guitar. He's actually a lefty. This is a right-handed guitar. I know you can't really see it that well in the video, but it's a right-handed guitar. It's kind of like a little, looks kind of like a Strat. It's called Rock Jam on here. And he plays left-handed, so what I've done is I've switched out the nut here. Switched that around for him. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of oil on the fretboard right here, okay? And what I'm going to use is this stuff here. It's called Guitar Honey. This stuff right here. You can get this. Okay, get this, and I'll put a link below so you can check it out. There's different models, you know, that you can use. This is just one of them. And what I do is I just spray a little bit of it on the fretboard. This one comes in a spray. Some of them come a little blue. There's some different types. It's just a little bit of spray, so I'm just going to spray it a little bit on the fretboard. Not very much though. Okay, you don't really, this stuff, little dab will do you kind of thing, you know. And then you just take a rag and just wipe it on there, okay? And what that does is it hydrates the fretboard, okay? Because sometimes if you live in a really dry area, I'm in Colorado, so we get a little bit kind of dry area here in Colorado. But if you live like in Nevada or Arizona, any place like that where it gets really dry, you might want to keep your guitar kind of hydrated because it gets a little dry. So, and this is really good for it, but you don't want to put too much on there, okay? Because you don't want to do that. You just put a little bit of it on there. Help it stay hydrated real good, and you'll be set, okay? And that's a good way of keeping your fretboard maintained, all right? And then they also have guitar polish to polish up the guitar, you know. So usually when I'm switching out strings, I'll polish up the guitar. I'll check the fretboard to see how it looks. If it needs a little bit of oil on there, we'll put a little bit of oil on there. And as you can see, it looks all nice and shiny now. Shines up, polishes up the frets a little bit. And now it's all ready for guitar strings, okay? So that's what I would recommend doing, something like that. Just not too much. Like I said, don't do it too much because you don't want that. That could be bad for the wood. But just a little dab of it. And this is, like I said, this is just a little bit of spray lubricant that you put on the fretboard, okay? And it's called Guitar Honey. This kind here is, but there's all kinds of different ones, okay? And I'll leave some links below the video so you can check that out, okay? So, once again, keep your guitar in good shape. Always keep it in shape. Make sure you always check it when you're changing strings. That's a good time to check your guitar. Check your tuning keys, these tuners right here. Check these. Sometimes these come loose. These little nuts here, these come loose. So make sure you check those. Okay. Keep those tight. All right. Make sure your tuners back here are working good. Okay. Check these out. Sometimes these need a little bit of tightening up as well. Okay. So just always check this stuff because sometimes when you got, you know, these kind of moving parts, especially here on the bridge, sometimes these little screws, they come a little bit, they get a little bit loose. I mean, they need to be adjusted for the height of the string. So check that too. Make sure you get the right Allen wrench. So go to the hardware store and make sure you get the right Allen wrench. That makes a big difference. You don't want to strip these out. So if you're not too sure what the size is, take the guitar with you. Go to like Ace Hardware or something like that at your local hardware store and get the right type of Allen wrench. It's an Allen wrench, really skinny, small one. So you don't want to strip them out. But this is what adjusts the height of the strings, okay? And make sure everything's working good. You'll be set. Your guitar will play great, okay? Alright, so there you have a little bit of preventive maintenance for your guitar. It's always good to make sure that you keep your guitar in shape. It's because if you take care of your guitar will take care of you, just the way it is, you know. It's like anything else. So get you a nice little just soft rag. This is soft rag. Keep the guitar polished up real nice. I have this one stuff. It's called a Nomad, Music Nomad. This is a one guitar polish. So after I do the fretboard, I'll spray a little bit of this stuff right here on the guitar body, you know, not too much. Once again, not too much. And just, you know, wipe it down real good, make it look pretty, you know. Take care of your guitar. It's very important. Keep the dust off because dust and electricity don't do well together. So make sure if you're having some issues with this, get you some what's that stuff called? It's called some kind of cleaner, conduit cleaner, something like that. I can't remember what the name is right off the bat, but anyway, it's good for electronics, okay? It's good for electronic stuff, keeps the electronics clean, so put a little bit of that stuff in there, and that'll do really well for you, okay? All right, so until our next lesson, keep your guitar looking good so it plays good for you, and we'll see you next time.